This might be two videos, but I had a thought that I want to share. And then I had another part of this thought, but the enemy fought me to try to remove that from my head right now. Because it popped up and it goes away, popped up and it goes away, it won't let me grasp it. But I have enough right here to get the thought across. And the thought is this. See, man-made religion, it tells you about a concept of who Eloh is, and it creates a creature or a thing that gets you away, that makes you comfortable and satisfied with the thing or the creature that they've created inside of a matrix. And the great Eloh is saying, well, by permission, I believe I will be allowed to say this. Forgive me if I'm wrong, Abba. By permission, I'm saying this. The great Eloh is saying he will not be placed inside of a matrix. He is the creator of all things, including the matrix. So he will not allow you to make him into an object of fiction inside of a matrix, which religion does. It don't mind you having a concept of who he is, but it don't want you to know who he truly is. And then this can apply to homosexuality, sin, different things, this scripture, but it also applies to what I'm talking about right here. Romans 1:24 through 25. Wherefore Eloh has gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts. See, the lust of their own hearts. They feed you what you want to hear. To dishonor their own bodies between themselves. And I'm gonna say something different. To dishonor their own bodies between themselves. We usually think about this natural body, but I'm talking about they created religious bodies, and they have these doctrines that Revelations calls them the denominations. They basically let me see, Revelations. This thought just came to me. See, if I get it, I'll move on though. Okay, let's see. Yeah, doctrines and of blasphemies. They blaspheming the true Eloh by their man-made doctrines of devils, and they dishonoring their own corporate churches, their corporate entity bodies that are not truly of Eloh. That's why he said he's going to create a true body, not made with hands. No man's going to touch his doctrines. No man going to touch his assembly. But these earthling vessels has created these man-made doctrines, these man-made church bodies, the body corporate, under the fictitious corporations that can only give you an illusion or image of who he is without allowing you to really touch the true Eloh, who changed the truth of Eloh into a lie and worshiped and served the creature. See, they done changed the great creator into a creature of their own imaginations, into a creature of their own workings, to meet and fit their own agendas, more than the creator, who is blessed forever. See, the creator is blessed forever, but these corporations and the entities and the structures that they created ain't blessed. I'm not going to stay long on this, but I'm just going to throw this in here because this is basically what it's all about. De jure, de facto. Land of reality, sea of fiction. Legal fiction is an assumption that something is true even though it may be untrue. It is made of judicial reasoning to alter the operations of a legal rule. In order to do justice, the law will permit or create a legal fiction. It is the presumption of facts arrived on the circumstantial evidence or situation prevailing in that case, which is an objective to achieve justice. Legal fiction is the assumption that a certain thing is true, and which gives a person or a thing a quality which is not natural to it, and consequently establishes a certain disposition which, without the fiction, would be repugnant to reason and to truth. Basically, it's a lie. Constructive trust is an example of a legal fiction. Straw man. An intentionally misrepresented position that is set up because it is easier to defeat than an opponent's real argument. Okay, let's see here. See. Okay, this is Black's Law Dictionary. What is a straw man? A draft or outline copy ready for suggestions and comments. Third party used as a cover in illegal or shady deals. A weak or flawed person with no standing. At law, in law really has nothing, real de jure law. This thing, it has no standing there. It's created in fiction. See, first of all, I must give glory to the Most High Eloh, the true creator of all things, who is blessed forever, who I believe has led me to the Moors, which allow me to see law. And in that law, I learned that there's a such thing as legal fiction, de jure, de facto, and then I used all that and put it together. Now the scriptures make more sense to me. Once again, I was not going to say this, but there's a scripture that says, this man said his father had died. He said, let me go bury my father. Yahushua Mashiach said, well, let the dead bury the dead. So don't get involved in those dead things. The legal, the de facto tries to get you involved in dead things because it is a dead entity. Don't go there. Just stay here with the light. Okay, 2 Chronicles 7:14. If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and I will forgive their sin and will heal their land. Sin is simply missing the mark. See, the de facto wants to always get you caught up in missing the mark, getting out of yourself and joining into legal fiction, de facto. Look up X-Rail. This allows you to utilize, even though they created it, it still allows you to utilize that X-Rail without being penalized or being subjugated as a legal fiction. And you may be able to keep everything that's yours by right, even though they created it. But he said, although they meant it for evil, and the Most High meant it for your good. Zechariah 1:3. Therefore say thou unto them, thus says Yahuwah of hosts, turn ye unto me, says Yahuwah of hosts, and I will turn unto you, says Yahuwah of hosts. Come out of that legal fiction and come back to me. Everything that's false, come back to me. Hosea 6:14. Come and let us return unto Yahuwah, for he is torn, he will heal us. He is smitten, and he will bind us up. After 2 days will he revive us. See, 2 days we were dead. We were in legal fiction. We were incorporated, not knowing that we were walking around being a dead entity. Them dry bones. So I'm just trying to make it all relevant and put it all together so we can understand. In the third day he will raise us up and shall live and shall live in his sight. We came back to him. We came back to ourselves. We came back to being who we are, the Jewish men and women on this land. We came back to our authority that was given by the Most High. Then shall we know if we follow on to know Yahuwah. See, we're going to know if we continue to follow on into that truth. He's going forth is prepared as the morning, and he shall come unto us as the rain, as the latter and the former rain unto the earth. See, we reigned at one time under truth. Then we fell away. Now this latter rain, we coming back. But we coming back with the power of the latter and the former. We're going to come back with the whole truth to this new Jerusalem. Then shall we know, we follow on to know Yahuwah, who goes forth to prepare as the morning. He shall come unto us as the rain, as the latter and the former rain unto the earth. O Ephraim, what shall I do unto thee? O Judah, what shall I do unto thee? For your goodness is as a morning cloud, and as the early dew it goes away. Therefore have I hewed them by the prophets. I have slain them by the words of my mouth, and thy judgments are as the light that goeth forth. For I desired mercy and not sacrifice, and knowledge of Eloh more than burnt offerings. See, he desires mercy and not sacrifice. What is sacrificing? And if you don't know anything, you just sacrifice. He desires knowledge of him. To know him more than the what the scripture says earlier, the creature. He's not a creature. He's the great Eloh, the one blessed forever. How are we going to turn him into a creature? We need to know him more than burnt offerings, and all good things come from him. So that's why I have to give credit first to him, because he said he's not going to show his glory with anybody. So I give all knowledge and authority to him first, and then I must give credit to what credit is due, because as he woke me up to knowing who I am, I knew that I was Ibri, Yashralite, Yehudi, M-U-U-R of the Watchtower people. But then I was introduced through the internet to the Moors, who taught me law. You know, it's all relevant and it taught me to know the difference between de jure and de facto. Alright, so long. We can move on to the next video.